Welcome to the WCTC Library. In this video, we'll be going over the database Issues and Controversies. There are a few different ways you can get to the databases. You can either go to A to Z databases, and this is a list of all the databases we have in alphabetical order, so you can always click there and then go to I, and then Issues and Controversies. Or sometimes you may be in a guide for a class. So if you're in a library guide and you're in the Communication English guide, then on the Articles tab, they would have all the databases. And you can go down and click on Issues and Controversies. And if you're off campus, you'll have to log in with your username and password. And if you're on campus, it should just log you right in. So I'll click on that. The first page of the database usually has some articles related to more current events. So we have some things right here that are happening in the news. And then if you scroll down a little bit, we have popular issues and issues by subject. So those are usually a nice place to browse if you're not sure of what you want to write about, or if you're looking for something in your field and you just kind of want to see what topics are out there, you can always browse right here. So maybe if I am interested in education in schools, I can click on that, and then I can see all the different issues, and I can always click on something. So maybe if I want to look at online education, I could click on that. If you know what your topic is, you can always just put that in the search bar right here. So maybe if I do want to do something with online education, I can type that in, and then it's going to give me a bunch of results. And right along this side, they have filter by type. So this database has pro and con articles, so articles that look at both sides of an issue. They also have something called by the numbers that has some stats. Then they have chronology, which is a timeline. And then they also have special reports, spotlights, and encyclopedia entries. And you can usually tell what something is right underneath the article right here. They'll have what it is, and then they'll also have the date. So you do want to pay attention to the date because you might want more recent things depending on what your subject is. And now we're going to click on the first results. And this is a pro and con article. So those are nice. They give you a nice overview and both sides of an issue. And not every topic will have a pro and con article, but you can always search through and see if there is for your topic in here, or try a different database too. And so this one right here has the table of contents, so we can see all the different sections. So they do an intro, they have an overview, and then they tell you both sides of the issue. And then there's also conclusion and some discussion questions that could give you some ideas of things to think about. They also have this chronology part, and so this gives you a nice timeline so you can get a little history of what's been happening. And they also have a by the numbers section. And so this gives you some stats that could be useful for an assignment. And along the top here, you can also look at primary sources, so some other related articles to this topic, or there's media, they have some videos that might work for you, have some good information, or some newspaper articles or editorials that could also be useful. And if you do find something you like, you can always share it. And if you click on share and then email, you can email it to yourself, or you can copy the link. So make sure if you find something that you're saving it somehow. And if you do have to cite something for an assignment, if you click on cite, and then it will bring up APA format is the default, and then you would copy that and it will put it in APA format. But you do always have to double check this because it's not 100% accurate. And there's also options where you can read aloud to you if you'd like, or highlight. And if you need any help or have any questions, let us know.